Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Cousins here from UrbanX in Paddington. Just wanted to touch on something quickly, and that is selling your property while it's tenanted. Right, so the market at the moment is still very strong. That's a kind of a hangover from the undersupply that we saw last year. Still is the case now. So lots more buyers than there are sellers, but we've already spoken about that a few times in these videos. So if you've got a property that you're wanting to take advantage of this market, but your property is tenanted and maybe it's tenanted for a while, here's just some ideas for you that might help you to deal with that situation so you can still get it on the market if you want to and get the best price, taking into account the tenanted scenario you're in at the moment with your property. So if you've got tenants in there that are very cooperative around inspection times, present the property really well, that's fantastic. Get the property on the market, but my suggestion is that you take care of those tenants while you're in that process. So potentially reduce the rent for a couple of weeks while you're doing that. Maybe get someone in to do the gardening for them. Maybe even bring a house cleaner through, just as a thank you to them, right? So they'll appreciate that. I know I would, right? So that's just a couple of ideas to keep those great tenants that you've got on side that are helping with the sale process. If you've got tenants in there that aren't cooperative around open home times or private inspection times and maybe don't present the property very well, some other ideas are along the same lines, but maybe you can negotiate with those tenants to have them maybe relocate. They're well and truly entitled to stay to the end of their lease, absolutely, but they may have been considering moving anyway, so allowing them out of that lease and potentially even assisting them with some relocation cost. And just consider that marketing cost for your property, right? So if you're thinking of that as, oh, I'm not going to do that for them, it is absolutely 100% for you. So forget about it being for them, it's for you. It's to assist you with the sale and presentation of your property. So allocate that into and consider that to be a marketing expense. So reducing the rent for a couple of weeks might get them on side, maybe even giving them 1 or 2 weeks free rent. Like I said, somebody come in and do the garden, somebody come in and do the pool. Something like that you can use as a negotiation tactic for them to come on side, allow open home times, for example, or even just make a little bit more effort to get the property presented for the open homes once a week. You know, that's all we're asking for. And in the market at the moment, it's not going to be for very many weeks. So it's just about getting them on side for that amount of time that we need it for. They're entitled to stay there to the end of their lease, and so they should, but it just might help sweeten the deal if you can be a little bit flexible around those things as well. So anyway, that's enough from me. Thanks very much. Have a great weekend.